Hi, my name is Saad, and today we are going to learn about the product backlog and sprint backlog. So let's start. What is product backlog? Product backlog is simply a list of all the things that need to be done within the project. And the sprint backlog is a list of tasks identified by the Scrum team to be completed during the sprint. So from the product backlog, we actually form an sprint backlog. Product backlog is for the project, and sprint backlog is for the sprint. Okay, so here comes the picture of product backlog and sprint backlog. The product backlog contains user stories. For example, work item 1, work item 2, work item 3, work item 4. These are the user stories. Okay, and from the product backlog, we form a sprint backlog. And how we form the sprint backlog is simply for copy the user stories, and then we divide the user stories into different tasks. It depends on the complexity of the user story. So for example, work item 1 is divided into 5 tasks, work item 2 is divided into 6 tasks, and work item 3 is divided into 4 tasks. Okay, so here is the major difference between product backlog and sprint backlog. So the first difference between the product backlog and the sprint backlog is that level of detail. The product backlog is of less detail, while the sprint backlog is having much detail. The product backlog have items, user stories, and the on the other hand, the sprint backlog has the task, as you have seen in the previous picture. The estimation unit for the product backlog is story points. A story point is basically the level, or you can say the complexity of that particular user story. And the sprint backlog contains hours. So how we form the hours is from the task, depend on the complexity of the task. The product backlog owner is product owner. Sorry, the product backlog owner is the product owner, and the sprint backlog owner is the development team. Okay, product backlog is revised weekly, and while on the other hand, sprint backlog is revised daily. Product is backlog is for the project, while the sprint backlog is for the sprint. The product backlog workbook is product backlog, while on the other hand, sprint backlog workbook is iteration backlog. Okay. So if you guys have any question, just comment on the below section, and I will leave the link of the presentation in the description. Please, if you like this video, do subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.